Alright, welcome back folks, and today we are unboxing another G.I. Joe from the Classified series. This time it's another Joe who's near and dear to my heart, Sergeant Stalker. In my day he was just Stalker. I don't know when they added the Sergeant part. I think that was, I'm not sure. I guess in one of those like re-release series. Definitely it was after the 90s, but at some point they tagged on this sergeant rank, which, you know, shouldn't it be like a captain by now? I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, Stalker is one of those characters that's from the original lineup. So I remember growing up, my brother, who was old enough to have quite a lot of Joes from that first wave, he had Stalker, the very first one, and it seems like this Classified series version is trying to look very close to that first version. Of course, the version I remember most playing with, because I think that original one broke on us, was, I guess it must have been the second Stalker, where it brought like a canoe. He had kind of like a white jacket, and instead of wearing a beret, he had kind of like a beanie, I think, or something like that on his head. I remember also later on there was another version of Stalker that was part of that wave that brought like a backpack that made sounds. We'd press buttons and we'd hear like gunfire. That one went back to wearing the beret. And then I think the last Stalker, remember, we had was from the Battle Corps, which again went back to wearing the beanie on his head and no beret. But Stalker's a character that, you know, we always loved in my house. My brother always played as him. I was always Duke, and we always had them, you know, work closely together. They were buddies. And I know in the comic books, his character was closely related to Snake Eyes. That they were on the same long-range recon patrol, I think it was called. But anyway, yeah, another character near and dear to me. So I'm glad to see that he's getting the Classified series treatment. Once again, my pet peeve is that the art is kind of, you know, different. But it's okay. It's just alright. You can tell I'm not a fan of the art. But anyway, let's get him out of here. One last accessory to get out. It's being a little stubborn. covered in tape. So we get that off. There we go. Yeah, this definitely, you know, the uniform with the camouflage, that is very reminiscent of his look from the original Wave. The face sculpt I like. I do like the face sculpt on this one. I remember thinking specifically of that Stalker that was it had that Sonic backpack. I never liked the face sculpt on that one. I like that he went back to having a beret, but I didn't like the face they gave him on that one. But this face I like. It's got a cool face sculpt. Brings a lot of accessories, brings a knife, goes really good into the sheath, very tight, you know, which for me, I prefer it rather going tight rather than loose, otherwise it's going to fall out. It's got a holster here, I imagine, for this, looks like I guess like a 45 with like an extra long clip. I wonder if the clip comes out. That's one of my, if you've heard in my other videos, that's a pet peeve of mine. Nope, doesn't come out. Good. Now this does seem though like a really big holster for this. No, but actually, I mean, no, it fits. It does fit on him. Thought it might be too big. And there's a little gap here. Seems like it's for another clip. I guess you can put this one in there. You see? Maybe this one? No. I don't know. There's a space there. I'm not sure what that's for. Okay. Let's see what some of these other things are. This is another clip. The bullet's hanging out. I'm just guessing it goes on this really big machine gun here. Or not. No, actually goes on this one. I'm wrong again. Seemed to me we're going this bigger rifle, but it doesn't seem to go in really well. Yeah, am I missing something? Probably. It seemed to go in for a second and then it popped out. Let's try one of these other ones. No. Yeah, and this is, I think, another reason why I'm not fond of these magazine clips on the guns. I don't really need this complexity to my G.I. Joe weapons. Okay, so it seems like this one goes on here. But this, what is this? Does this go here? That doesn't seem right. Doesn't really go in like that. this has like a hole. There's like a hole right there in the clip. I'm really not sure where this goes. And the bullets are kind of hanging out. I'm not sure what this is. Could this not go here? No, I tried it. And what is this sticking out for? I think this is supposed to go here because well, actually the shape doesn't really match all that much, to be honest. The shape here is kind of like a pointy end, which this one doesn't have either, to be honest. It's got this coming out of that. Is this meant to be like a weird silencer? No. That cannot be a silencer. It's way too thick. Like it would be round. And yet it seems to fit. That's pretty funny. It fits on this one too. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. And then you got this huge holster, which I think one of the other Joes or one of the Cobras brought, which it's like this enormous holster for like a submachine gun. Okay. Yeah. I wonder if this goes in here. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. Alright, maybe it goes in here. Let's see if it fits in this one. Let's move his arm so you guys can see what I'm trying to do. I'm going to see if this clip will go in here. Okay, so it does fit well here next to the 45 with the extra long clip. And okay, all I can think is that this hole goes here or here. But there's not enough room because that shape does seem to correspond, but there's just not enough room to get that there. That's really strange. Yeah, no, that doesn't fit there. That is really strange. And he's got this like scarf of some kind. Well, actually, I guess let's put on his backpack first, because that might be difficult to put on once he's got this thing on. Okay. This on him here. I hope this fits him better than it did Snake Eyes. There's a version of Snake Eyes that they got for the kids. That honestly, it doesn't sit well on the character, on the figure. This one seems to sit better on Stalker, but on the Snake Eyes it doesn't. On the Snake Eyes it just kind of like, it goes up to his chin and it doesn't go any lower. Here at least it's kind of sitting on his shoulders the way it should. And you know, you can still see some of his neck. And you can still like move them around. It doesn't look funny. So that's good. This accessory definitely works a lot better on Stalker than Snake Eyes. And then we've got this gun, which for the life of me, I'm gonna try to take this off and put this on here one more time, because it honestly doesn't make any sense to me that I got it on there. Got it on this one. Okay. Okay, I see. And I guess then the bullets are meant to go as if they're coming out of here. As if it's feeding it. Okay. Then I guess then this clip doesn't go with this one. Okay. That was a little confusing for me. And then I guess this extra clip can go here, possibly? Yep. Yep, that one goes back here. Sure. And then last but not least, let's get him his beret. Doesn't really close his arms too well there. He has a tight, like, grip. That's fine. Yeah, he looks pretty cool. I mean, it took me a while to figure out how to get that clip on there, which, again, one of my pet peeves about the Classified series is that I think the whole gun and removable magazines is just, you know, not needed. But in this case, at least I was able to figure out how to get it on the rifle. I think it looks very cool, actually. You know, this kind of scarf accessory is, you know, new to Stalker. And I think it looks pretty cool with it. I like that he has multiple weapons. You know, the pistol, 2 machine guns. That's really nice. Let's put him here next to Duke. And now these 2 old friends are ready to take on Cobra. Yo, Joe!